of the Combine, and we are joined today by Gavin Cobb from the Edmonton Elks. How you doing,
I'm
man?
doing good. How are you doing this morning?
Good. I'm glad you're able to make it out.
Me as well.
Does this bring back memories for you?
Oh, yeah, it does. I remember it like it was yesterday when we were in here for the regional combine. And,
Yeah.
under the spotlight, everybody's in here watching. Everyone's excited to play some football. Started out with the vertical jump, and the rest was history. It was awesome.
And I've seen you around for the few days.
Mhm.
Have you as you're watching, is there guys that you're like, oh man, that guy?
Yeah. I've definitely seen a couple guys out here that are some real good ball players.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's really cool this year when we got the team.
Yeah.
The team practices, so you can really kind of see who's about it and who's not.
And I was going to ask you how you felt about that, because obviously when you did it, you didn't. It was more individual stuff,
Right.
and you had the one-on-ones, but not the team aspect. Do you feel the team aspect really brings out other parts of seeing what the guys can do?
I think, as a player, it's a lot.
Yeah.
To have full team practices, because it's a long day. We started on Wednesday with the medicals. Thursday they did the on-field testing.
Yeah.
And then Friday they come back and got practice, one-on-ones, 2-on-2s, 3-on-3s.
Yeah.
And now they come back today. We had an install this morning, and then we got offensive install now. They're going to go for lunch, come back, and now we got practice.
Right.
That's a lot for a player, but from an evaluation standpoint, you can really see who's here to play some football.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that almost goes further than the combine numbers.
Yeah. Well, and now your combine, you set a blazing 40. Did you find that changed the rest of the time for you, or was it just honestly, you got the one thing down?
I think what changed my the trajectory of my whole weekend was the vertical jump.
Okay.
I came in here, I jumped a 41.5-inch vert, and from then on, everything was smooth because I knew I had the best jump, and I came out, I jumped a good broad jump, and I ran a good 40. So then all I knew I had to do was just come out here in the one-on-one sessions and do what I do. Play football, have fun. I was out there laughing with people. We were making friends, you know what I'm saying? We were raising everybody up around us. I had a good group of guys at the combine with me. Yeah. And man, it was just a lot of fun.
I'm seeing a lot of that actually, where you see the guys are, propping each other up. And so that's kind of cool.
Well, I mean, that's how you have to do it, man. This is such a cutthroat, stressful, intense environment.
Right.
And you can feel it when you walk into the room. These guys, they're tense. And you can feel it. Yeah. And the best way to get rid of that, man, we have to have some fun.
Yeah.
We hype each other up, raise everybody else up, because when I'm at my best, I need everybody else at their best, because that makes us all better.
That's fantastic. I mean? Yeah. Now, what about the interview part? What was that like for you?
Oh, for me, I like to talk. I don't mind talking. But the interview process was, man, you don't know what they're going to ask you, right?
Yeah.
But you know that they're going to ask you the questions that they know the answer to.
Yeah.
You have to be honest. You have to be yourself, because that's what the coaches and the GMs are looking for. They're looking for character guys, that they're going to be welcomed into the locker room, and they're not going to create any ripples and waves when they get in there.
Yeah.
And I think the main thing is like, these guys got to remember, be yourself.
Yeah.
Answer honestly and truthfully, because they do ask the questions they know the answer to.
Oh, of course. Yeah, for sure. So obviously your season last year didn't go as planned.
Yeah.
This year, looking for big things from you. Have you set your own goals, or are you setting? Are you kind of in that mindset now? Or?
Initially coming in last year, my eyes were set on Rookie of the Year. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That was the goal for me. Unfortunately, my season was cut short due to injury, but hey, that's football.
That's right. Yeah.
And I think it's just going to be all a part of this story, all a part of my journey, and I think it's going to set me up for a great career. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about being a pro, and I'm coming back with some experience, and I think I'm ready to be firing on all cylinders.
And we were talking with Brian Cheeseman and Lisa this past week, and they were saying that it kind of helped you had that camaraderie even in the room as you were getting healthy, right? So you still get the team aspect even though you're not right on the field.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, a huge shout out to my teammates from last year, man. Every day when I was in there on that game ready machine, my legs all swollen up. Everybody's coming up to say hello, say what's up, wish me good luck with the recovery and everything. And man, it goes a long way.
Yeah, I bet.
It might go unnoticed to a lot of guys, but when they come up and say, "Hey, man, you got this, bro. You good.
Yeah,
you gonna get through it." That stuff really helps me. It helps everybody who's going through tough times. A little bit of reassurance, a little bit of positive, feedback. It helps.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So last year, I had gone out to the BC home opener, expecting to see everybody there. And I happened to run into your parents.
Yep.
And they were amazing. Your dad's hilarious, by the way.
Yes. So I love that guy.
So are you looking forward to
mm-hmm.
when you get to play in BC fairly early on, and they get to come watch you?
I mean, that was like what we were all really looking forward to, is that first game in BC.
Yeah.
They had put me on the starting lineup for one of the preseason games. So, I was expecting to get some playing time.
Yeah.
And then things happen, and
that's the way it goes.
It's the way it goes. But man, I can't wait to get back to BC and play in front of some of my friends and some of the family. I mean, I think I'm gonna have a handful of friends and family come out to the home opener here on June 11th.
Oh, nice.
So,
okay.
Yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to it.
Make sure you tell them to come early and find the tailgate. We'll feed them all beforehand.
Yes, I'll be sure to get that in order.
We want to make sure that we help out that way.
Right.
So now, as you're going into this season, do you look at some of these guys and go, okay, like as these guys are going to be coming in, do you all of a sudden now go, okay, like we're at the same level, or you're like, I'm going to help to teach these guys? What's your frame of mind on that?
Honestly, I think as a guy now, I guess going into my second year, I have some knowledge, and in my opinion, I think knowledge it should be passed down freely.
Right.
Because I look at guys in our locker room like Aaron Grimes, Manny Arsenault, like they taught me a lot of things. Maybe they didn't even know it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But what the things that they do and the things that they say, I listen. A lot of guys be paying attention, and you can pick up a lot of things from those kind of guys. And I always have been, aspiring to be a guy like that, where a rookie can come to me and ask me some questions about anything really, and I'll be able to provide some knowledge and some insight, because I think that's important, to be able to bring other people up with you. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if we're holding back knowledge from a young guy, that I think it just shows that you feel threatened. And you know what I'm saying? I think if I can share some knowledge to somebody else to help them out, why not?
Excellent. That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of your coaching staff? Because
I love them. Yeah. I mean, I think we have pretty much all the same coaches we had last year. And they're putting the pieces together. You can see it coming around, especially in our receiver room. We got some good guys coming in, and man, I'm really excited to see what they got coming for us this next season.
Well, we're very excited to see you on the field and catch up hopefully with you during the season and see how you're feeling.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
It's fantastic. Thank you so much for taking some time with us.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Awesome, man.